you hit a lot of nails on the head there. But the other aspect is, what would you say that a team whose strength we talked about it, कि usually batting के बारे में बात करते हैं, इस बार we the one concern area which was not there at all was bowling.
Yeah.
How is it that this bowling unit, which bowled so beautifully right through the tournament, could not take a single wicket against the English? And see,
So,
this is not the first time it's happening. क्रंच मैचेस में बॉलिंग फ्लॉप हो जाती है, कोई ना कोई एक तो फ्रीज हो जाता है. शमी हुआ पहले पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ, उससे पहले हमारे और भी तो एक दो बॉलर्स यही घुस गए. बुमराह के साथ हुआ ये. व्हेन वी वांटेड, व्हाई डज दिस बॉलिंग सडनली लुक सो लैकलस्टर?
see, Anand, you gave up your vocation of your choice, which was to be an actor, and you became an anchor. And, and then from sports anchor, you became a universal anchor. But there's there's only one way I can define it, कि ये क्या होता है, and that is stage fright. You know what? कि आप बड़े occasion पे आप, there is no stage fright in Ben Stokes. He's done it match after match so many times, and you start marveling at the guy. World Cup, ODI World Cup, in the Ashes Test matches, in this T20 World Cup. I mean, it's the ability to rise to the occasion is given to the rarest of rare. That's what makes you a special player.
Correct.
I think our problem is they are getting bogged down, or they are losing their nerve when the pressure of expectation reaches a certain level, which is becoming difficult for the players to absorb. And I'm saying this without any, I mean, I know it sounds harsh, but that's the only way to say it. Because देखिए 2019 World Cup, we lost in the semi-finals to New Zealand.
Correct.
Till then we looked the best team in the tournament. I mentioned about World Test Championship, we looked the best
You're
team.
number one.
We were number one. वहाँ गए final में हम हार गए. Last year when the T20 World Cup happened in UAE, we started as favourites, especially because of being played in Asia. हम पहले ही 2 matches हार गए, Pakistan से और New Zealand, and we were out. And not just that, when it came to South Africa, we went there in the test series. We had the first test which we won, we lost the test series.
Yeah.
When we went to England this time, we needed to just draw the last test match to clinch the series. We lost that test match.
We lost this test.
So there is something happening. And I think it is stage fright because the burden of expectation. These are high quality players. But somewhere there's a fragility in the temperament and the mindset. That's what I see.
But where is this coming from? Because if you're soaking up pressure day in and day out, when you know you have a billion expectations, you are supposed to be somebody who knows how to deal with this pressure because you are somewhere accustomed to it. So much so कि players जब तक स्टेडियम में शोर नहीं होता बैटिंग नहीं कर पाते हैं, bowling नहीं कर पाते हैं जब शोर नहीं होता. They want ambient noise. A lot of them like to practice with the noise in their
That's
thing,
true.
ambient noise. Yeah, they like to do it because and when they go back to play domestic matches, खाली स्टेडियम में उनसे player performance ही नहीं होता क्योंकि उनको लगता है माहौल नहीं बना है. So clearly they are used to that pressure. So why will they get stage fright? Is it because the focus has now moved away from fitness and mental toughness to try and manage pedigree, or is it something else?
I think you're right. I mean, it's an assortment of things. It's not just कि आपको see talent is there. We know that skills they're second to none in terms of skills. In terms of temperament, certainly nobody has the temperament of a Ben Stokes in this team, in the Indian team. Let me say it up front. Maybe a Virat to an extent. I thought Hardik Pandya was exceptional, even in the match we lost, but not too many else. I like the look of young Arshdeep Singh. He's fabulous for somebody who's only about 20, 21. But, and this is the irony, that ikka dukka, you can think of a young player, maiden series, you struggle, you lose your nerve. That's not happened with Arshdeep. The guys who've lost their nerve are people like KL Rahul. The guy who didn't deliver was Rohit Sharma. I mean, these are the people who, Dinesh Karthik, who was built up as this great, finisher who will take us home. Now, unfortunately, he didn't get too many opportunities also. That's not the point. The point is that he couldn't deliver in the tournament for which he had worked so hard to get into.
Correct.
So what is happening, I think, is, and again, I may sound harsh, that sometimes I feel we are getting our players maybe getting consumed by their own hype or the hype which surrounds them, and not giving enough thought and attention that ये tournament में आप अकेले नहीं आए हो जीतने के लिए, बाकी 10 टीम भी आई है, उनके पास भी बड़े तोड़म खान players है.
Correct.
2 or 3 of them come good and they can beat you. And that's what's happened. I mean, till, yes, we lost to South Africa, we had we looked a very good team even going into the semi-finals. But what's
Correct.
happened is it was so one-sided that you wonder what the hell went. I mean, I have not seen such a one-sided match that India has played in many, many years.